Hello, mathematicians. How are you? We are finishing up our work in chapter 3, which means today is review day. So we go back over and just practice all the things we learned in this chapter. And then tomorrow is the big show what you know day. Woohoo! And then we move on to a new chapter. So you have two choices for your math today. We are going to do the chapter practice. You may absolutely shut Mrs. Torres off, press stop, put me away for later, and just have your grown-up read you the directions. That's totally acceptable. Or you may leave Mrs. Torres on and I will tell you the job and you can press pause in between and do the job and press pause. It'll be like we're doing math together. Does that make sense? Either way is fine. Totally cool as long as you do the job. So either have your grown-up help you or let's get started. Make sure your name is on top. I'm going to share my screen. And then I'm still there. Okay. So if you're going to do it with me, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you the direction, tell you what to do. You will need your little cubes, or you can mark. I'm totally cool now that we know how to mark with either way. You will need a twistable or a crayon or a colored pencil or something. Or you could put X's in the boxes. I guess flexible is Mrs. Torres's middle name, huh? I think that's it. So I'm going to read you the directions for number 1. Your job is to count the trains and show how many in the boxes. So you could use your little cubes and do it the way we've been doing it for a while. Cover up those trains and count. And then color. Or you could mark. You choose. Over here, you can color to show how many, or you can put X's in the boxes. Either way, count the trains, show how many. Okay. After I give the directions, I'm going to go on to the next one. And as soon as I give the direction, I'm going to give a thumbs up. That's when you press pause. That tells you I'm all done with my direction. Press pause to Mrs. Torres's thumbs up, do the job, and then press play again for the next one, okay? All right, let's do this. All right, for number 2, you're going to cover or mark and count the music notes and then write the number, how many there is on the line. Count, write. Okay, down here, you're going to cover or mark the foxes to count how many, and then show how many here, either by coloring or by making an X. All right, continuing on. Up here with our lightning bolts, you're going to either cover and count or mark and count and write how many lightning bolts there are on the line. Okay. It says they're grapes. I wasn't sure. Cover or mark and count how many grapes, and color or make X's to show how many. You know just what to do. Okay, down here with our grasshoppers, cover and count, or mark and count how many grasshoppers, and then write how many grasshoppers there are right on the line. All right, how are we doing so far? I know it's a lot. Ooh, big stretches in the middle. You can dance it out in between. You need to take breaks, take breaks. It's a lot of work on the day before reviewing all these things you've learned. You're doing a great job. I'm super proud of you. All right, we're on to the shovels. We're halfway through here. Cover, count, or mark and count, and show how many by either coloring or making X's. Okay, on to the softballs. Same thing as the other ones. Cover and count, or mark and count, and write how many on the line. Okay, down here with the potatoes. Cover and count, or mark and count, and then color the boxes to show how many, or put X's in the boxes to show how many. It's Mr. Torres. He just came to see how you're doing in math. No, just kidding. Okay, almost done. Look, last page. Deep breath. Almost there. Okay. You're doing great. Cover and count the seashells, or mark and count the seashells and write how many. Okay, this one's not really going to be a choice. In order to count these itty bitty teeny tiny dots, you're going to have to mark just like we did for those little tiny 10 frames. You're going to count each dot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you're going to write it. Make an S, but do not stop. It's an 8 at the top. Okay, you're going to count how many dots are on each of these. Down here, you are going to put these numbers in order. So this one's an 8. So 8 better be one of your numbers down here. You have to look at these 4 numbers, whatever they are, and you have to start with whichever one comes first when you're counting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See which one comes first and start with that one. And write it, and then write those 4 numbers, these numbers, in order. Okie dokies. That's the trickiest part, I think. You ready? All done. You did it. All of your math. I can't wait to see your wonderful math work. And tomorrow is Show What You Know Day. Great job. Way to stick with it. It's a long math day on review day. I'm super proud of you.